Hey guys, I'm back at it again. Feel a lot better today, but I'm still recovering from some the back of the knee tendon kind of sucked, really sore. Today I'm out here in the Saucony Tempus, and these are the ViZiGolds from back in 2022. So these are the first time I've had these on my feet, and they feel really great. God, I love these things. What a huge difference that I'm feeling from being in the Son of Chai basketball shoes from yesterday. And those, of course, have a entirely different purpose, but there's no life, there's no give. It's really what energy you're wanting to propel off of the court, you know, in this basketball shoe. But with this, totally different animal. There is life, there is bounce, and yet very stable. Now, I'm a huge fan of the Saucony Endorphin Speed line of shoes. I love the way they felt, and I turned in my fastest 5K in a pair of the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3s, I believe it was. Now, I didn't know how these would fare, considering it's a stability shoe. It's using the Power Run, I believe, foam, I believe it's called. Not sure about that, but it's housed in a stability carrier. I believe that's a EVA, but I'm not really sure. But I didn't know how much life it would kind of bring, how much pop, like the speed would, you know. I didn't know if it would bring any of that, and I can confidently say it absolutely is. Feels great. I don't get all that excited when I hear the words stability shoe, you know? But this shoe is markedly different in that it is giving that feeling of stability, wider platform, all of that, but it's also giving you an undeniable sense of bounce, and just pep in the step, so to speak. Very nice balance. Now, I am getting a little bit of a squeak in the shoe. I don't know where that's coming from, but again, the shoe still feels great. So now I'm hitting the same little wooded trail where freaking tree fell yesterday, scared the crap out of me, and I saw another downed tree just ahead of me. So probably just, I don't know. I took that as a sign to get out of there, but I'm back again. Let's try it again. There's one of the little downed trees that was in the road. I have a question for experienced runners, or just for the running community in general. I noticed that when I stay within zone 2, which for me is right now a brisk walk, and if I stay within that zone for about an hour, usually I will see a calculated VO2 max score go up by like 1/10 of a point. Now, it doesn't happen very often, like all the time, but here recently, as I've learned more about staying within zone 2, it has been happening almost every hour-long session, if not maybe every other, and it's been fairly consistent. Now, I've started at a very low range, so I have a lot of room for improvement. So I don't really expect to see that level of improvement, consistently over long durations of time. It's just something that I've recently noticed. Now, when I've done long run efforts where my tempo was increased to a light jog, my heart rate would max out at 155, and then I would back off and I would hit it again when my heart rate would drop to 145. Now, for me, that is, zone 3, zone 4 effort. And I notice that when I do that, while it allows me to accomplish my goals of finishing out a mile in under 16 minutes, roundabout, that gets me around a 14-minute effort, or 14-minute result. I noticed that at the end of the sessions, my calculated VO2 max drops, actually, and sometimes by 1/10 of a point or 2/10 of a point. So the question to the running community is, am I kind of hurting myself by doing these long runs, or am I losing fitness during that section? It's hard to say I'm losing fitness when in reality I'm running longer distances than I ever have been able to, and and doing so at sometimes much faster rates than I had ever been able to. So again, and I know that the VO max calculations probably can be wonky at different times. It's just something that I noticed. I never like trends to go down, and if I see it, I definitely want to stave it off if I need to do something differently. Listen to this squeak that I was talking about. Now I noticed that I've been going at 116 beats per minute. Normally is my cadence for my brisk walk. But I've been doing this for like 20 minutes and only once did I get up into zone 2. So I'm going to bump it up to 117 and see if that'll get me there and hopefully keep me there. We'll see. My family joined me. They're awesome. They said they're trying to keep up with me now. So I got this metronome in the ear, so I'm rocking it forward. Now, I've went for an additional 10 minutes and 117 still isn't doing it. So I'm going to bump it up to 118. So I'm finding 118 keeps me in zone 2 about half of the time. So I may have to bump up one more. For me, that's kind of just crazy thinking about, because I can remember back in June, I would be out here doing the same kind of level of effort and reaching the same kind of heart rate at around 112 beats per minute cadence. So just to see that little bit of improvement, it's kind of weird, because like right now it's a very brisk walk, and I know at some point it's going to hit kind of that uncomfortable feeling of like too fast to walk and too slow to run kind of thing. Overall, this does seem to be an improvement of fitness, so we'll see how that goes. I'm bumping up to 119 now, just for a more consistent effort in the zone. Hopefully this will keep me in the zone. Right now I'm getting a lot of notifications that I'm falling below the zone, so we'll see how that goes. These Sauconys just get out of the way. They give so much life. It feels so good. Like I think I'll probably end up running a 5K in these things. They just feel so good. Come to think of it, you know, yesterday I was at 116 and I was in those Son of Chais, the Derrick Roses, and you know, that effort did not feel easy throughout. So, you know, I'm not going to have a 3 beats per minute cadence difference just simply on fitness overnight, you know. So I think it comes down to the liveliness of the shoes that are just really helping me out with this effort. So yeah, it's probably more to do with that. Now I did have a really great night of sleep last night. Slept a long time, so normally I don't have the greatest sleep, maybe 4 hours to 6. And last night I easily got 8, so that's huge too. So yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. I still have about 15 minutes to go, but yeah, the shoes are absolutely fantastic. All right, that's going to do it for me. You all take it easy. I'll be out here tomorrow, hopefully. Later.